Now here at SCARACon, celebrity guests are only part of the greatness which is this event. There are also many vendors here, including some people who are trying to sell their own science fiction, arts, crafts, and even novels. And along with getting their basic broadcasting skills down, such as running a basic switcher here, students also have the chance to work on their film skills here in Spartan Media. And for every item sold at the church store, it just doesn't mean another dollar's profit. It means another can of food for someone really in need, given out at the food pantry. And for the students of the OCC-MC department, they're not only getting an education that will help them into a 4-year institution, they're also getting an education that can help them into the real-world broadcasting field, such as here at CNY Central. Now, like Coach Tanner, many of the players on the Syracuse Silver Knights are actually from the Central New York area, which is a huge connection between themselves and the fans. Like most days during the season, the Syracuse Crunch hockey team is hard at work practicing with hopes of making the playoffs. For all the players, their dream is to lift the American Hockey League's Calder Cup. For Eric Nielsen, it's not just about getting wins or raising trophies.
It's quite a thing. It's really nice to connect with the fans. We have a really good fan base here in Syracuse, and I've really enjoyed the last year, and I'm looking forward to this year, meeting new fans, reminiscing with older fans that have been here for 20 years.
Nielsen, a 5-time AHL Man of the Year award winner, helped the Crunch win its first Eastern Conference championship and a berth into the Calder Cup finals last season. And while the Crunch are battling on the ice for AHL supremacy, there's a little battle going on actually between the team members, and it's kind of getting hairy, so to say. This month, the Crunch are doing a Movember competition in order to raise money for the Upstate Cancer Center in Syracuse. There are 2 teams captained by Nielsen and Joey Mormina. For Mormina, this fundraiser has a very personal connection.
Something that's important to me. My father-in-law suffered from prostate cancer and stuff, so it's something that's a pretty important cause. We feel like we have a presence in the community, and we want to be good role models for kids and young adults. So this is another way for us to show our support for local charities, and more than willing to do it.
As for Nielsen, he has one simple reason fans should vote for his team.
Do I need to say it anymore?
In Syracuse, n.m.episcopo, Oswego now. Sandy Kinsella is used to change. As a wife and mother to 3 kids, she is used to making changes in her life, technology being the biggest. The most recent of these changes is digitalization, in which local schools and businesses are making strides to go green to save both money and the environment. Though the intentions are good, Sandy finds several flaws with the changes, especially involving her children's lives at school.
Generally, you can go and look every night on your child's progress, which can be a bad thing, because then if you see something that's on there by mistake, you start getting mad, you start sending emails to people, then come to find out they just didn't put the grades in, so it can be a bad thing for your child.
And while Sandy isn't a fan of the digital transition here at home, she is also upset, like many others, with the changes who are involved in the print industry. Printworks, a printing company run by both Sandy and her husband Mike in East Syracuse, has taken major hits from the efforts to go green. With just 2 other employees, the Kinsellas have seen less and less business since local businesses have gone green with digitalization and self-printing.
We've gone a lot higher and everything. Back in the old days, it was, we put out a lot of work and everything. With the advent of all the internet and the laser printers and everything, a lot of people are doing all their stuff themselves.
What does this mean for the future of Printworks?
It's going to put us out of business by 10 years.
A sign that going green has its costs. From Syracuse, n.m.episcopo, Oswego now. It's a problem that continues to grow here in Central New York. Animal shelters, such as the CNY-SPCA in Syracuse, are overcrowded with animals that have no place to call home. For executives running the shelter, space is becoming limited because so many animals are becoming stray.
They're found in all sorts of situations. They're dropped off, they're dumped, they're neglected, they are turned in because families can't either take them wherever they're moving, or they're not allowed to have them in their housing.
Currently, over 40 dogs, 50 cats, and 8 rabbits reside in the SPCA. Now, no matter what animal it is, whether a dog, a horse, a guinea pig, or even a cute little kitten like this little guy, the SPCA is always looking to help animals out no matter what the situation. While at the SPCA, all animals are cared for by a well-trained staff of volunteers. Volunteers' main jobs are to nurture, train, and care for all animals who come through the door. The SPCA is always looking for new volunteers of any age who have a passion for helping animals.
I think it's mostly that I know I'm making a difference here. Even though I'm doing little stuff, sorting newspapers and sweeping floors, I know that people who have more important things to do, I'm taking those little stuff off from them.
The ultimate goal of the SPCA?
We're looking to find homes for these animals, permanent homes, better than what they came from.
It is exactly what is happening for Rocket and Carolina, who were recently adopted by a loving family after arriving to the shelter. Reporting from Syracuse, n.m.episcopo, Oswego Now.